Okay, so how do we solve this problem? Well, let me write it down here. 6 to the x minus 4 equals 3. Notice x is in the power zone. When x is in power, what do? Step number 1, ln both sides. We got to do the ln of both sides because logs are the opposites of powers. So you really want to get that idea straight in your mind. Logs are the opposites of powers. So whenever you see x is in power, you want to think, oh, the way to get it out of power is do the ln of both sides. They're the opposites of each other. Just like when you see x squared, you know the way to get rid of it is to square root, and that'll cancel it out and make it regular x. Right? So just like square roots, if you have an equation like, here, let me erase that real quick. If you have an equation like x squared is 9, the way to turn that into x is you root both sides because that cancels it out, doesn't it? So square roots so roots and two powers are opposites in the same way x in the power zone and logs are the opposites. Okay, so then step number 2, the power drops down to the front. So the power is going to drop down to the front. What power do we mean? We mean this whole power here is going to drop down to the front. So it's going to be x minus 4, and then we have the natural log of 6, and the natural log of 3 is still on the other side. So step 1, ln both sides. Step 2, the power drops down to the front. Now there's a mistake the way I have it currently written. You have to put parentheses around the whole power, because otherwise if you leave the parentheses off, if you leave it like this, oops, go back here, if you leave it like that, then only the 4 would be multiplied. The 4 would be the only thing multiplying the natural log of 6, and that's not right. That's not what we want. That's not the truth. So you got to have parentheses saying the whole x minus 4 was the power, the whole x minus 4 is now multiplying. Okay, so how do we solve it from here? There's a couple things you could do. You could just divide by the ln of 6 on both sides. That'd work. Just cancel that out from both sides. And use your calculator. I'll do mine now as well. Natural log of 3 divided by the natural log of 6. My calculator is telling me 0.61317. It goes on and on, but you should use a lot of decimals because you're not done with it yet. So now last step, add 4 to both sides, cancels out, x equals 4.613147, as the answer says right there.